Okay, so I haven't played Elden Ring since November. Since I last played Elden Ring, I have started and finished the expansion to Xenoblade Chronicles 3, that being Future Connected. I have finished The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and I have finished Final Fantasy 16. As such, I have forgotten all of the controls for this game. I finished 16 the day before I loaded Elden Ring back up. I sure hope this doesn't cause me problems with how the games are both third-person action RPGs with similar controls but certain buttons used for very different things. I sure hope I don't, for example, dodge past an enemy's attack to breach their defenses so I can aggressively heal myself up close and personal. Hey, hey buddy. What do you see out there? What has you so captivated? Is it the plot? Is it some sort of direction for me? Well, is it? It's not, as it turns out. I expected the trap. I got greedy and then the trap happened, but I expected it. I didn't expect all of the trap's friends to show up. Oh, Elden Ring, how soon I forget. What's scarier than an enemy that calmly strides out of the darkness toward you? If you answered, an enemy that trebuchets a laser into your face, give yourself a pat on the back. While exploring Caelid looking for plot or something to do, I find this weird, half-buried statue with a crack in it. White light shines from within, as if this statue holds something trapped inside, and now there is a path through which it might escape. You can't make it worse. I checked. A lot of the dragons around here, the ones that are half dead, have glowing red eyes. What about this dragon? Normalize. Also, it is very much alive. I wanted to restart Elden Ring at about this point in recording. I'd been away for months, and there were enough gaps in my memory about what I'd been doing and where I should go that I found myself aimless and wandering. This is something that I struggle with a lot. I will play a strategy game for the better part of a day, paying attention but not really focusing, and then the next time I load it up, sometimes this is even the next day, I won't have a clear memory of my plans and intent, and I will start fresh with a new map. I have played through the ancient and classical eras of Sid Meier's Civilization 6 at least 20 times more than the atomic and information eras, and I don't mean that as 60 to 40, I mean that like 100 to 5. If not for this video series, I would have restarted Elden Ring today, which means that I would have just been retreading familiar ground, which means that I would never have gotten further than I am in this moment. So, thank you, sincerely, for helping me battle through this. The scale still takes my breath away. To see something, someone, so far away, at that size and at this distance, it seizes my chest and freezes my breath. I adore it. Even when I know that later this fucker's gonna snipe me from 1,000 yards. When lost, go to where you remember failing before and see if you can succeed. I'll start this with the Scarlet Rot Tree, and I feel considerably better at this than I was before. I'm calmer, I'm dodging, I'm paying attention. Have I improved while not playing this game at all? What is this fell sorcery? Okay, there's gonna be someone who jumps out at me from inside this room. Let me be ready to dodge. This will look so cool. It will look so... God damn it! You magnificent bastard! That was so fast! This video that I'm recording is at 30 frames per second. In the edit, I noticed I had 3 frames of notice. I really should have known better. Brilliant. I hate you. Brilliant. I really struggle against 2 bosses at a time, and it turns out it's really hard to read the attack patterns of statues. Turns out granite doesn't have that many physical tells. I isolate the sword and take it down on my second try, but that leaves me one-on-one with the scepter variant, and I continually misjudge its movements. Also, getting stun-locked by fire? That's a bad time. I go through all of my flasks, and I'm on my last sliver of health.
Well, I see you found another great room. Wonderful. You are a worthy fellow tarnished indeed. Make the journey to the capital, Elden, that lies to the east of the Altus Plateau, at the foot of the Erd Tree. The 2 fingers will deny your passage no longer. You may be our best hope. Find your way to the Elden Ring, for we are tarnished, and we must answer the call of grace.
And so, 2 hours into this recording and 46 hours into this save file, I discover what it is I'm supposed to be doing. Honestly, I probably knew a lot of this before, I've just forgotten.
Ensha got rather ahead of himself, it seems.
I have no idea who this is.
I'd like to express my regret. So, Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. Despite being the...
Boy, were you gross.
General Radahn, the famed Red Lion and Scourge of the Stars, is a ferocious warrior. He fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds to Limgrave's east.
I keep flipping you between Raban and Radzat-Han in Final Fantasy XIV, and neither of which I want to tackle in a fight. One of them is a city.
Praetor Rykard is the Lord of the Volcano Manor on Mount Gelmir.
Oh yeah, the Volcano Manor. I remember learning about. That's gonna be... Yeah, not looking forward to that resolution.
Morgoth the Grace-Given is Lord of Leyndell, the capital city. It lies at the foot of the Erd Tree, in the east of the Altus Plateau.
Okay, I have typed Control F into my script document. Put in your name, don't know who you are.
The Academy of Rhea Lucaria lies to Limgrave's north, towering over the mist-laden lands of Liurnia. Renala is queen of the Carian royals, who govern the Academy.
Oh, yeah, higher education.
You've already heard. Indeed. It seemed the whelp harbored suspicions, so I had no further use for her, honestly. What's a man to do? A determined plebeian is more wicked than an almond horn, quite frankly. I suspect that's just what the Queen wants. A dose of ambition to incite the tarnished.
All of these words are like one consonant off of something I do recognize. Maybe I should have been taking notes on the lore.
Have you ever felt the curse? With your whole being, the pox upon life itself, feared and despised by all. The reviled blessing. Apparently not. You are but a lamb, a stranger to defilement, ignorant of your own ignorance. You no longer interest me. I've been long without peace. Don't spoil my quietude.
Nothing about this bodes well. I should probably stab this phantom to death, but I'm afraid that they'll stab me to death. I am a coward, and I run. Can I please put a little more margin into my victories, my god?
I take it you've heard of the eternal city of Noxtella. Well, it has a twin, known as Nokron, the other eternal city. After years of expedition...
Iggy says they're looking for a sunken city. I should probably go back underground, but I've been playing for a long time today. What if I went somewhere else to finish? Stormvale Castle. In here, a kid. What the fuck is this thing? I cut a sloppy path through Stormvale Castle to try to get to a stretch I don't think I've ever visited before, and at this point I'm so paranoid I won't walk through the statues holding spears in case they stab me with said spears. Oh, hell yeah. This is so cool. And now I shall activate a great rune. I don't know what that did for me. I'm glad I'm back playing, and I'm glad I didn't give up. It's taken me more than a week to do my write-up for this, but I think I have a chance to cut down on that time frame by making better use of my free time. This remains a hell of a world, and it deserves more of my attention than I have given it. Also, I need to find more potions if my heart's going to make it through later battles.